Hey everyone, good afternoon. It's Wednesday and a lot going on, a lot to discuss, a lot to break down. Hope everybody's having a decent day, a decent week. But a lot of important stuff happening, and we're going to go over. First of all, we're going to break down Donald Trump's. If you guys saw my morning Substack letter, Trump's Ukraine weapons deal basically is a scam. We're going to discuss that. We're going to discuss the 50-day delay and the onslaught that he's allowing to go in Ukraine. We're going to have Alex join us soon also. We're going to also talk about Alex, I think, is going to announce, I think next week, he's already definitely going to Kharkiv. We're going to launch the GoFundMe today. So definitely hit those hearts, send that little box there to get as many people as on. We need all the help. Kharkiv, Ukraine now needs all the help that they can. Joanne, we have a new subscriber. Welcome to the family, Joanne. And we're definitely going to talk about Donald Trump's doubling down, tripling down on basically going after MAGA. Today he said something extremely crazy, not only calling them stupid, but basically calling him disillusioned, and also telling he doesn't care about MAGA. As crazy as this sounds, though, it's also very, very dangerous. And I'll explain to you why. Because I know the media is now all of a sudden, and the pundits, it's so funny to see. But actually, I'm happy to start seeing that a lot of these pundits and a lot of the media is starting to finally listen to what we've been talking about here. First of all, they're only now breaking the story that Donald Trump wants to fire Jerome Powell. Those of you that have been with me for a while know I've been talking about already for several weeks that it's not just a matter if, but a matter of when. Now, all of a sudden, you see breaking news all over the place that Jerome Powell is going to get fired. But you guys know that that's not big news. This is already played into. Donald Trump is just waiting when to put that out there to change the news cycle. Because these are all things that are already, because part of, good morning, guys, part of Donald Trump's plan and the way he does things is by basically, changing the news cycle, constantly change the news cycle. But right now, he's having a very hard time to change the news cycle because the news cycle is stuck thanks to each and every one of you, thanks to your voices, your megaphones, you going out there spreading the word. And that we made sure that we kept the attention on the Epstein files. Because if you remember, going back 3, 4 days, 5 days ago, almost all the media and almost all of the pundits out there were, and you even saw me argue with a lot of them, a lot of people on our own side, but that were like, oh, this is no big deal. The Epstein files are going to blow over. Nothing is going to happen. I told you, no. It's not going to happen because these people don't know. Because you have to be part of MAGA. You have to know MAGA. You have to understand how they think and understand to be able to understand how important it is to them. And I told you, that this is the holy grail when it comes to the promises that Donald Trump gave his base. And again, this is the cult. That's why a lot of the things you're hearing from people that are going back and forth that don't really care, they're not part of the cult. These are not the people that, these are people that care about their own probably bank accounts more than anything else. But his base, his cult, trust me when I tell you, because I was part of that original push and brainwashing after getting brainwashed myself and being part of leaders in this cult, was the Epstein files. And today, Donald Trump has gone a step further. I want to read to you guys this morning. He first put out a Truth Social post. Now, some of you might have seen it already, but those of you that obviously not everybody has Truth Social, thank God, and not everybody's also running around social media. So let me share with you the craziness, but the beauty of this wonderful writer and our president Donald Trump as he puts together this incredible message that he sends out to his base. This message is to his base, guys, and I want you to now with me read as I read along. Okay, the radical left Democrats have hit pay dirt again. Just like with the fake and fully discredited Steele dossier, the Line 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, which the Dems swore had come from Russia. Then he puts in parentheses, no, it came from Hunter Biden's bathroom, President of the United States. And even the Russia scam itself, a total fake and made up story used in order to hide crooked Clinton's big loss in 2016 presidential election. Just that, let's stop for a second right there. Makes zero sense. Why are they trying to? Who's trying to cover up for her loss? Why? What? I don't. Nobody even understands what that means. He's just trying to be insultive. He's just blabbering, throwing words around because, folks, he's nervous. He's scared. And believe me when I tell you, I've never seen him like this, and I've never seen him protect somebody like he's protecting Pam Bondi right now, because he's literally protecting himself, because Pam Bondi did his dirty work, and he knows she's the one that could spill the dirt on him, and that's why he's basically put a little fence around her and won't let nobody come to her. All right, so let's continue. This is, by the way, guys, this is great news. I just want to tell you what's happening right now, and what I'm telling you, I want you to take a deep breath and enjoy yourself. Even though it comes with a very, very dangerous message, which we're going to get into, because I don't want you, even though we could enjoy ourselves for a second, enjoy the what's it called, but we can't give up and let up for even a second because of what's going on and what's happening and what he has planned out as far as going forward. So let's go forward with this beautiful letter that he wrote. These scams and hoaxes are the Democrats are good at. It's all they have. They are no good at governing, no good at policy, and no good at picking winning candidates. Also, unlike Republicans, they stick together like glue. So right now he's telling him Republicans don't stick. He's already starting the insults. Their new scam. Okay, this is what gets is blowing up MAGA right now as we speak. Because right now I've gotten already 3-4 invitations right now sent over to me to go on these platforms to speak, because right now MAGA is blowing up, because this is what Donald Trump says. Their new scam, the Democrats' new scam, is what we will forever call Jeffrey Epstein hoax. And my past supporters have bought into this bullshit hook, line, and sinker. Folks, that's it. I'm telling you right now that there's a certain part of MAGA that's not coming back. He can't get them back no matter what he does. This is great news. This is incredible news, because if we're able to possibly have fair and square elections come 2026 and 2028, he's done. He has no chance. Anybody that he nominates will lose with what's it called. The most important thing is we gotta keep pushing it. Do not let this go away. No matter how disgusting, no matter how there might be a lot more important things. We have to keep the pedal to the metal. So he keeps going on. He says they haven't learned their lesson. He's talking about his base, guys. They haven't learned their lesson and probably never will. Even after being conned by the lunatic left for 8 years, I have had more success in 6 months than perhaps any president in our country's history. And all these people want to talk about, with strong prodding by the fake news and the success-starved Dems, is Jeffrey Epstein hoax. Wow. I mean, that's some nasty stuff, where you're telling your own base that supported you through thick and thin, no matter what. And basically, his narcissism is coming now. He's saying, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, you're nobody. I didn't make it here because of you. I made it here because of me. You guys are distracted with this Jeffrey Epstein host. Not the fact that his attorney general, his head of FBI were the ones that pushed this for the past God knows how long. But Nicole, we're going to talk about tomorrow's good trouble, everything. We got a lot to go over today, but I just want to go through this hoax. Let these weaklings, he's calling them weaklings, continue forward and do the democratic work. Don't even think about talking of our incredible and unprecedented success, because I don't want their support anymore. Let me say that again. I don't want their support anymore. Thank you for your attention in this matter. Make America great again. I don't know about you folks, okay? But this is what I've been this is what we've been talking about. This is great stuff. I don't want your support anymore. He told it black and white. So it gets better because this idiot moron that, thank God, because remember I told you our biggest success is, I mean, our biggest opportunity to be able to save our country is because he is such, it's not even he is such a narcissist, and he is so blinded by his own bullshit that if he was a little bit more clever, we would be history. We would not have the opportunities. He would be able to take over not only this country, any country, but because of his narcissism, because he can't even, he can't even let it go to his own base, folks. Forget about. I mean, you can't even make this up. Right now, all the social media is going crazy. No, nobody, none of his people can understand. They think they're talking about stories that he's been right now kidnapped, that they have his family hostage. They don't understand why Donald Trump would be doing. I mean, the stuff that's coming out of MAGA right now, I can't even explain to you. But now let's go a step further, because then today, just now, he had a press conference with this. So this he put out today in the morning. Then he currently just held a press conference with King of Bahrain, King of Bahrain. And during that press conference, some journalists had enough chutzpah to ask him the questions, and they said, "Wait a second, you put this tweet out about the Epstein hoax." And boy, did this guy go out. He went off the rails again. So he called, he went after, he said that the Republicans and his base, ex base, got duped. He called them stupid. He called them foolish. He kept saying that these people that are still talking about a dead man and this Epstein hoax that was put together by Comey and Brennan are stupid. I can't. I keep saying it because this. He wasn't calling us. This is the first time I want you to understand. Be happy. He wasn't calling us stupid. He wasn't calling the Democrats stupid. He wasn't calling the media stupid. He was calling MAGA stupid. He was calling his base stupid. I just want you to understand that. So this is what's going on right now, and I want to see if Alex is up here because I want to go into Ukraine because we have a lot to go. But before we get to Alex, so let me give you some updates. Also, later on today, I'm going to join Michael Cohen and Brett Walsh on their. I think they're doing a show at 5 o'clock or 5:30. I'm going to join them for a little bit on there to discuss the stuff that we're breaking here. We're going to see, depending on how the day goes and the as far as the news. If there's nothing breaking, we'll try to do some story time live later on today. Uh, Tomorrow, big day. Tomorrow, a couple of things are happening. So tomorrow is July 17th, is Good Trouble Day, where we're going to go out there and support the famous words of our senator, I mean Congressman, to say good trouble. And we're going to go out there and protest. And I've been asked to also sit on a panel here in Florida. So tomorrow, Congressman Lewis's Good Trouble Day, we're gonna make some good trouble. So I encourage everyone that's out here today, make sure to find out where locally you could go either protest. If you can't go protest, and then you can make sure that come live, join us on Substack. We'll be going live throughout the day to cover other protests, but our event is going to be between 6 and 8 tomorrow in the evening. And I'm going to try to live stream it live to you, the panel, the things that we're going to be discussing, just to give you some ideas of what's happening there. Hold on, let me just get the email of the. Uh, Hold on a second, guys. Let me just get off mail. All right. So it's going to be. My internet is a little slow today, so bear with me. Oh, Alex joined us. Perfect. Let me get Alex up here. All right, guys. Okay, so we're gonna have a panel. There's the panel. There is going to be. It's gonna start at say, "Hey, Alex."
Hello, how are you?
Good, good. Give me a second. I'm just giving a little quick update, and then we'll jump into it. The panel discussion will begin at 6 p.m. It will be moderated a round table. It will be based on John Lewis's tenets of civil rights, human rights, voter rights, women rights, and so on. Um, it will be at the panel will consist of Josh Whale. Josh Whale, he's running for U.S. Senate. Adrian Percival, Nick Ostmeyer, Ricky Aiken, and myself, Lev Parnas. Stuff that will be discussed will be there'll be the exhibitors there, women's rights, voting rights, and basically most of the stuff that we talk about here every day. So we're gonna have that round table there, and then we're gonna bring that to you live. So if those of you that can make out and cause some good trouble on your own, then join us. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure you're with us tomorrow between 6 and 8. We'll probably go live a little earlier for all the paid subscribers, give you a little behind the scenes Q&A and to let you go. So definitely, if you can become a paid subscriber, that's tomorrow. Good Trouble. It's being run by 5051 and other great organizations. So definitely make sure you mark it out in your calendar. One more thing happening tomorrow is Channel 4 is releasing the documentary that I was filming in New York, if you guys remember. The name of the documentary, hold on a second, I will get you. Bear with me. Bear with me, folks. Oh, okay. The name of the documentary is called Putin's Man in the White House. It's about the relationship between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. It's going to be aired tomorrow live on Channel 4 in London, Channel 4 in the UK. And what we are going to do is then they're going to send me a link, and we are going to talking with Ben from the Midas guys, also Occupy Democrats, my son, and others to be able to do a live stream showing. So sometime next week, I'm going to try to put together where we're going to view it and play it here in the States. It's supposed to be a I'm in there. Malcolm Nance is in that documentary. A lot of interesting stuff to talk about, especially what's happening right now between Russia and Putin and Trump and all the stuff that's being played out. So big day tomorrow. Definitely want to make sure that all of you guys are aware. And so yeah, so let's get into now what Ukraine, what I wrote about today about the fake deal between Trump, between what's happening. Alex, you want to first give us a rundown about what happened overnight? You do look a little bit tired, exhausted. You okay, man? You get some sleep?
Well, it's been a. I'll sleep when the war is over and I'll have a peaceful sky again. Then I'll sleep. Until then, we have to do what we have to do. Hello, everybody. Hello, Lev. One more time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for helping. Last night was like no other night. Again, it was like a third night in a row. Uh, Sirens everywhere, and mainly the areas that got hit: Kharkiv, Kryvyi, Vinnytsia, Sumy. Those are all the pre-front lines. Those are the ones that get all the concentration, except Kiev, because in Kiev we have a protection system. It's PPO. That it's a new PPO. It's called ex General Kalak. And that PPO works perfect because the moment the siren goes on for Kiev, within minutes it goes off. And I tell you why it goes on. Otherwise, it wouldn't even go on. Every time the strategic bomber takes off in Russia, for whichever reason, the entire Ukraine goes under siren. It goes under alert because if they launch a ballistic missile, it's not enough time to hide. So as soon as the plane takes off, even if and what Russians do is they go up, do the maneuvers. Sometimes they get up in the air and then go down. And but every time they do that, every shopping mall, every store gets closed. Everybody goes to the base. Every time they do, the restaurants get closed. Everybody got to leave the restaurant. Every time they do that, the trains stop going over the bridge. The buses people have to leave. So you can imagine what it does to the economy of Ukraine, and that's why they do that. Sometimes during the day they can send up three, four, five different bombers in the air in the area, and then just bring them down. But this takes out 1 hour each time, almost an hour each time to anyway. But areas like River Rock, they got I think 17 or 18 hits, almost one after another. And the River Rock is the city where our president was born. This his hometown. So they remember that too. Sumy got hit. Vinica got hit a little bit. Also last night, Polish factory. Polish factory strategically got hit in Vinica because it's been there for a while. But last night, my report saying that they were aiming at it. They were strategically trying to hit it, and everybody's wondering, "Oh, what's Poland gonna do?" Absolutely nothing. What is Poland going to do? They're not going to go war with Russia because they hit their factory. The only thing that they can do is send more protection. But Poland's been helping us a lot as it is. But Kharkiv's getting hit. They get hit all the time. I mean, over there, like I already said many times, that they're close enough to have the Cob bombs, and
Alex, Alex,
Paul.
oh,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
your connection was breaking up. Start.
I'm good now.
Yeah, now you're good. Yeah, now you're good.
Because car bombs, when they fall, like I said, this is not like a strategic bomb. It's a car bomb. They have a 50 to 100 feet that can be off. And I'm talking about 4 ton, 3 ton. Those are big bombs. I mean, I saw one in Chernihiv right after the Russians were pushed out of there. One bomb can take care of half a football field, if not more. Just one. And little story since I'm already at it. In Chernihiv, there's a huge football field, and it's all destroyed. And the story behind it is that Russian pilot, right in the beginning, when the first war started, that Russian pilot unloaded his entire load on the football field instead of on the people. So as he was flying over, he just dropped everything on the football field. I guess the orders were different, and nobody knows what happens after that. But nevertheless, so those bombs are very dangerous. And also, that's what happened. That's what's going on in Ukraine. People are some skepticals. A lot of people think that this is all a game, but a good game. A good game that Trump is quietly giving long range weapons. Europe is quietly delivering them, so Russia would not know about it. Of course not. You know, yeah, we know that. But listen, hope is the last thing that goes. You know that, and everybody was so like even you saw the press conference of our president. They believe that Trump can help them
No,
stop this war.
no, no. He does. He's listen. First of all, I want to. I'm not gonna Zelensky. I don't agree with everything he does. You see right now, Zelensky and Yermak and all of them. They think that, they could. turn Trump against Putin. Now, is it possible? I mean, anything's possible. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So I'll give them, I'll let them say what they need to say because they're trying to. Because this is definitely with Trump a technique. If they praise him long enough, he might give him something. And I want to start off by saying that anything that Ukraine gets, literally, I mean, I don't care if it's short-term missiles, if it's Patriots, if it's, I mean, even if it's one missile, it's better than nothing. So it's not. I want everybody to. I want to make it very clear because yesterday on some of the spaces, we were debating, and people are trying to say, "Well, you're not happy with what they're getting." No, I want to make it very clear. Anything they get, any help they get, is tremendous.
Thank you.
But you have to put it in context. You got to put it in context that what is it that from what they're trying, what the media, what Trump, what even a NATO leader, came out and made it seem yesterday like Trump basically did a 180, that he's fully flipped on Russia, that he opened the floodgates, and Ukraine now is going to have all of these different ammunition and defense, and everything is set up, and everything is like that. Life is beautiful, and then in 50 days, we're going to put a crushing blow on Russia.
Amen.
But that's not what's happening, because what really is happening in here, I want to let's understand. So yesterday in the Oval Office, Donald Trump basically turned around and said that there are Finland, six NATO countries that have agreed to this, buying weapons and sending them to Ukraine. He said there are Finland, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Netherlands, and Canada said are willing participants in the new U.S.-led weapons purchase plan for Ukraine. But here, what the media is not talking about, and you probably haven't heard anywhere, is that the Reuters, except for Reuters, basically, they confirmed it just recently, is that the multiple allied embassies in D.C. had zero advance notice of this deal that Trump put together for NATO countries to buy it. One European ambassador said, quote, "I had a clear sense that no one was informed in advance about the exact details. And I also suspect that the administration is only now beginning to guess what it means in practice." Just think about it, folks. Trump announced yesterday, but it gets even more crazier because remember, I told you what me and Alex have been telling you all along. This is part of the distraction. Yes. Do we pray that the weapons come in and maybe there will be some? Absolutely, because you still have Germany, you still have the UK. They're going to be, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's not the win that they're trying to say. It's not that big. Because let's talk about it. So today you have Italy, you have France, Czech Republic. All of them have already said. The La Stampa newspaper confirmed that these countries made it clear that they're not paying for no U.S. weapons for Ukraine, not even the Patriot system. So now you only have Germany and UK left that are agreed to actually pay the bill. So you just, out of all the countries, you have Germany and Ukraine. So again, that doesn't mean that they're not going to get some Patriots. That doesn't mean that Trump might. But the logistics and everything that's happening today, they have not received. Have you guys received any weapons yet?
Not that I know of.
Okay, and this is what I'm trying to say to you. So by the time they get it, what type they get it, and how they get it. In the meantime, you got 50 days of uncontrollable reign of terror that Putin now could conduct without Donald Trump having to come in and say a single word, because we have a time clock now. So no matter what he does right now in these 50 days of assaults, attacks, basically there's nothing to be said. There's no big deal that if he does something else, we give more weapons or what. Basically, that's it, folks. That's the big announcement, that we have to now wait 50 days to wait to see what happens. And if Ukraine survives, and Russian media right now, I want all of you to understand, Russian media right now is running with this. They're laughing. They're basically saying Donald Trump gave us 50 days to take over Ukraine. That's what they're saying. They're saying we gotta do it right now. We gotta do everything we can because and it's the summer offensive that we've been talking about. It's still part of the 50 days. It's still part of the summer, right before winter starts. Right before it's the 50 days.
This is right now. This
Right,
is right.
exactly. That's what I'm saying to you. These it's July, August, and September. Those are the that's the summer offensive that we've all been talking about. And now Putin has gotten the green light to go ahead and do it. So it's hard to understand how you have literally people out there coming out there that are understand what have no common sense, because they talk about saying how this is such a great deal, how Trump is now did a whole 180, now how Ukraine is going to have all of these weapons, and now they secure. Again, I can't wait till they do get it. I hope you let us know right away as soon as some Patriots, because anything will help. But this is not
Oh,
some great 180 turn. This is not. This is exactly, folks, what we've been telling you. This is another delay tactic, but this time it's a much longer one, a much dangerous one, because now this delay tactic is 50 days. Before it was at least 2 weeks. So, every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we had, pressure on him coming in saying, Vlad, stop. Even if the stop bombing didn't stop, at least we have the optics of it trying to get better. Now, basically everything is on hold for 50 days.
well, uh, it's not just 50 days, which makes it even worse because when you have your tail between your legs, you fight one way, but all of a sudden, if you gain a strength, it's like a green light. You act differently. So we'll see what happens. But that's what the guys in Kharkiv told me. We have a crazy couple, crazy. They joke like that. Crazy next 50 days coming up. So any help is needed. Anyway, good news. We finally made arrangements on 22nd and 23rd to have a window to go Kharkiv
Oh,
because
okay, great.
as I just made a post not too long ago. Also, I already put it up the dates. They they will be able to make a window because right now there is to my I don't have exact numbers, but to my knowledge, more than half is constant has power shut down, water shut down. So there are a lot of IDPs there. There is a lot of Kharkiv has a lot of moving. Kharkiv is big. It's big, and it has Kiev has 6 hills. It's on 6 hills. Kharkiv is more spread out, but it's also big, they have fighting in Liman. They have fighting in different areas. They have more than one front. So with Kharkiv, it's hard city, but they are strong. They're very powerful. They're very strong people.
So,
But
can you actually? So, you know what I'm going to do, Alex? Since you already got dates set, I'm going to put up the GoFundMe that was put together.
I'll put it
Because
on. You have it.
why don't you put it up there? Put it up there.
I just did. You see it?
Uh, for those of you that you see, let me see. Let me put it up there also. Let me grab it. All right. Hey guys. Okay, so I'm gonna put up the GoFundMe. If you guys could grab it and start resharing it so everybody gets it. I'll put it up in a letter later and I'll post it, and we'll repost it. So basically, on Alex's trip to Odessa, he was able to secure 4,000 packages, hygiene packages. Supplies are very limited in Ukraine right now. Also, you got to keep in mind, because it's the summertime and hygiene is extremely important. So they're all sending him out to the front lines. We were able to secure, I think, was it 18,000 packages for this trip, Alex?
Yeah.
18,000 packages for this trip to Kharkiv. Kharkiv is a much bigger area. They've been getting bombarded throughout the whole war heavy, and for the next 50 days over there is going to be extremely bad. Most of the over 50% of places there have no water, no electricity, and during the summer times the heat is so bad and the fighting goes on, as we told you. There's different types of things that they need. There's different types of relief you could send. Me and Alex decided to, one of the ways to concentrate is to be able to give them, all the people their hygiene, because a lot of diseases, a lot of sicknesses, a lot of, bad things happen when people can't take showers for days and days on end. Kids can't take showers. You have hospitals without water, and so because of this group, we're able to, that makes these packages there in Ukraine. We're able to get them, and it's just a great way for us to be able. Yes, the GoFundMe is under Voice from Ukraine. You could, Alex just posted it. I'll post it again. If you guys could just keep reposting it, and whatever we raise, so we could be able to go get help those people out. Yeah, I don't rate that. There we go. And Alex, so when you go over there, the first, obviously safety first, but you're gonna try to get us as close as possible to the front line.
To the front line as far as the levels, but this is
I'm joking with you. I'm joking. I wanted to see a smile on your face. I wanted to
well,
see you wake up because
uh, the way
I
you
know
know
I'm
what?
not sending you to the front line.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
sending you to it.
I'm gonna give you. It's a quick one, but it's a true story. As everybody knows what Avdiivka is, right? Avdiivka is a city in Donetsk that they've been fighting for it for a couple of years, since 2014. That they've been fighting for it and finally got it. Anyway, we delivered the aid to Avdiivka, and we are traveling on this bulletproof minivan. And in the morning after we deliver, we slept there at night in the basements, protected and stuff with the soldiers. And then in the morning, as we get up, we live in Avdiivka. And as we driving out of Avdiivka, and in front of us, it's like a line of like bushes, like little bushes, little trees and stuff. So as we driving out of town on this road, we see on the left bunch of soldiers with machine guns and everything, the fighters, and they're looking at us with eyes like this, and they're like, "What's wrong with you guys?" So my one of our security guys looks at us and says, "What's wrong with them? Why they're looking at us as we were crazy?" So we are driving up to the bushes, which is about maybe uh, up to 50 feet before the bushes. Make a turn and drive out of town. As we drive out of town, the fighting breaks out. Turns out the Russians were in the bushes and the soldiers were about to start fighting them. So as we were driving, they could have just MPG, MPEG us, they could have done anything to us. So this is the closest I got to the front line. So when you said that you're going to the front line, like it popped up. I'm sorry for a little sidetrack.
No, I'm glad. I wanted to wake you up a little bit. I know you, I want to see if you you were up there.
I'm a really when you say front line, I wake right up because this is. Listen, the one thing about going close to the front line is two things. It might sound harsh, but one thing is you got to do everything possible not to get caught. And the second thing, you have to do everything possible not to get caught alive. So if you go down there, you have something with you that if the push come to shove, there is no choice because to come to Russians and be a prisoner, it's worse than hell. It's worse than from what I mean. I spoke to people. It's worse than hell. So I think almost a lot of soldiers that they already made the peace with it. That when push come to shove, you got to make a decision. So
Yeah.
that's life during the war. and that's life close to it. But you know what? Every time I'm out there, I feel that God with me. I'm with God. I feel protected. I always feel protected. I always feel that everything is going to be okay. So that means if you are doing the right thing.
Take General Kellogg with you on your trip, then you'll be fine.
Oh, that's like a blessing, so to speak, right now.
At least you can get some sleep.
It's the same thing as Zelensky sure took Usyk, our boxer, to the White House when he went for a meeting.
He should have, exactly.
That would be one punch and that's it. Plus, not only that, Trump respects power, so he respects the strength. So maybe everything would have went differently with Usyk. Who knows? But they're fighting in a couple of days, so we'll see what happens.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, listen, folks, I just want to thank each and every one of you that are here, that are supporting, that are, though I see the donating. God bless every single one of you. We're gonna make this trip happen next week. We're gonna get those supplies over there. People in Ukraine right now need your help more than ever. With this deal, that supposed 180 that Donald Trump did, basically he has just given Russia 50 days of uncharted, to be able to reign terror without being in check at all. And in the meantime, he's playing these games with the weapons. Hopefully, we do see some weapons. Hopefully, Germany, the UK, and other countries will step up and are able to use certain loopholes and buy certain weapons and help Ukraine out. I am counting on that, but I don't want everybody to just be rah rah rah. Donald Trump has shifted here and is doing here, because majority of a lot of the stuff that he's doing is he's trying to change the news cycle also, because what's happening here in the United States with this mega base, as we talked about, and him destroying it, it's going out the road. But the most important thing that I need everybody to keep their eye on, besides everything happening, is what Donald Trump is doing with election reform, because that's one of the things that I want to make sure I keep sounding the alarm and sounding the bell, because each and every one of you has to make sure that you keep talking about, because just think about when we start talking about the Epstein files, when we start talking about the fake deals in Ukraine, the media is just now talking about. But when it comes to the election reform, when it comes to what Donald Trump is trying to push, Chapter R Project 2025, when it comes to that, we can't be late on that. We can't take a chance for it to happen, because if we are late on that, we might never see fair and square elections again. He's trying to redistrict states all over the country to pick up more congressional seats. He's trying to use ICE agents to intimidate people in voting booths. He's trying to take away early voting and mail-in voting. He's trying to change laws to be able to go in there to attack and make what is criminal, what is not, when it comes to election laws. So that is one of the most important things, besides right now supporting Ukraine. These next 2 months, this is what we need to keep our eye on the ball more than ever, because right now the most important, besides trying to keep awareness on what's happening in Ukraine, keeping pressure on your congressmen and your senators, writing, emailing, calling, doing whatever you can to be able to make sure that the pressure is put on, and that this is not just a press release and then that's it. We don't hear anything for the next 50 days. We need to make the pressure on Ukraine. Same thing when it comes to what's going on with election reform. We need to make sure that we keep the noise. We need to keep, we need the media to keep talking about. We can't have this as all of a sudden a breaking news after the fact that he's done something that's going to take away our rights. So I want to make sure to keep everybody informed of that. And as far as, I see all of you there, as far as donating, God bless every single one of you for helping, donating, contributing. The GoFundMe, let me put it up there for those of you that joined. This is the GoFundMe we set up for Alex's trip to Kharkiv. This will enable him to get about 18,000 hygiene packages over to the not only the front line, but also to very needed families that are and communities and children's and hospitals that are right now without water, without electricity. And like I said, there's a lot of different ways and a lot of different projects out there that are helping out, from clothes, food, and a lot of. Me and Alex chose hygiene because that's the one thing that's always overlooked. People just usually don't think about, how important it is to make sure you have a hygiene, or to be able to wash yourself every few days at least, because especially under such temperatures and gruesome, because a lot of, diseases, a lot of bad things start happening when you start, when your hygiene goes, a lot of other things start going also, and without water. Huh?
That's number one. That's very, very important.
No, I know
Hygiene.
that. That's why me and you chose to do this and that. That's why I'm just telling everybody. So I want to thank everyone. Stay tuned. Later on today, we have some more lives that are going out. Some stuff like there's a lot of breaking news happening between Donald Trump, between what's going on right now in I'm sorry, between Ukraine and everything. I just make sure you subscribe. Make sure, as I ask each and every one of you, because even though a lot of the stuff is good news, when it comes to the breakup in Donald Trump's MAGA, but we can't let off the pedal. As I said, right now we need to put the pedal to the metal. We need to keep writing more than ever, our congressman center, and the two things that we talk about here as making sure we keep our eye on Ukraine, making sure we keep talking about it, keeping in the news, making sure the world doesn't forget when it comes to Ukraine. That's one of our, and that's what Voice from Ukraine is all about. And then we have Lev Remembers, which keeps Donald Trump speaking truth to power, to everything Donald Trump and his inner circle loyalists are doing to try to take away our democracy. So this platform here is different than anybody else out there. All the others, might be bringing you news, might be talking about, analyzing different stuff, but nobody's going to bring it to you the way we bring it from the inside out in, basically. And trust me, I tell you, we risk a lot every day in different ways to be able to get this, because more and more I talk, more and more when I speak to my sources, I hear that Donald Trump is more and more pissed off at certain people that are giving me the information, leaking the stuff out, and where am I getting? He's already been asking, where am I getting the information, and who might be the people that are getting it to me. So every day that goes by, you don't know what we're going to wake up with the next. So that's why it's extremely important to build our, not community, but our movement. Our movement, our resistance, as big, as powerful as we can. Make sure that each and every one of you go out there, take that little box next to the hearts, and go spread it to all your friends. Make sure they listen to these messages. Send the emails, the Substack emails that I put out every day. Make sure you pass them along. Make sure they're not long reading, but they're very important. They're straight and to the point. I try, write like my son reports. I try to give you the inside truth without spending long sessions of having you sit there and read for 2 hours. I try to put the most important and most of the facts immediate, so once you read, you could quickly read it, understand what actually is going on, and go on with your day. So make sure, please, pass that along. And the GoFundMe, let me put it up there again before we go, guys. Everybody grab this GoFundMe. This is Alex's trip. He's going next week, so we need to do as much as we can, as quick as we can. We have right now 18,000 hygiene packages reserved. Depending on how much we will raise, it will depend on how much we will be able to bring there. So do your best, spread it everywhere, and let's go help Kharkiv out. Alex, stay safe. God bless you for everything you're doing. Thank you for doing this for the people of Ukraine on our behalf. Love you, brother.
I just want to say something. If you,
Go ahead. No, no, absolutely. Go ahead, cuz. Go ahead.
uh, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for support. Ukraine, everybody from Ukraine, thank you for your support. But you said some people were out. You also said that they are look out of it a little bit, not enough sleep. To be honest, uh, the first 2 years of war, I would keep an eye. the enemy was Russians, and I had to make sure I knew what was going on there, what was coming, how to where to bring aid, how to help people, and stuff like that. But nowadays, when you wake up in the morning, you don't have to look at Russians; you have to look at America. Now the adversary became Trump, so now I'm not looking to see what Russians do. I'm looking. First thing I do is I see what Trump did, because then after I know what he did, then I can try to figure out what they do. So after yesterday, it was like a ton went on the shoulders. Just kind of tired of his bullshit a little bit. That's about it. But otherwise, the spirit is up. The the strength is up. We are going to continue. We are going to defend. We are going to stand, and we are going to win. And democracy will prevail everywhere. God bless everybody. God bless America. God bless the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Slava Ukraini.
Героям слава.
Everyone have a wonderful day. I'll see you later live, 5 o'clock, probably story time with Lev. Talk to you later. Take care, guys.